Good day, everyone, especially to my instructor in CAF2, Ma'am Ju and B. Dizon. So for today's video, I'm going to answer those questions in lesson 5 in CAF2 that must be given by our instructor. So now the question number 1 is, what is the role of photosynthesis in plants? So plants are autotrophs, which means they produce their own food. They use the process of photosynthesis to transform water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide into oxygen and simple sugars that the plant uses as fuel. These primary producers form the base of an ecosystem and fuel the next trophic levels. So, photosynthesis is not just about oxygen production, it's also about energy production. So most people would agree that a photosynthesis is a great thing. I've never heard anyone argue against it. However, some folks have missed the purpose of photosynthesis. It's not oxygen production. So the primary function of photosynthesis is to convert solar energy into chemical energy and then store that chemical energy for future use. For the most part, the planet's living systems are powered by this process. It's not particularly efficient by human engineering standards, but it does the job. Photosynthesis happens in regions of a cell called chloroplasts. The chemistry and the physics are complex. So, number 2, describe the structure of chlorophyll. So, the chlorophyll molecule consists of a central magnesium atom surrounded by a nitrogen-containing structure. It is called a porphyrin ring. Attached to the ring is a long carbon-hydrogen side chain known as a vital chain. Variations are due to the minor modifications of certain side groups. And question number 3. Cite the importance of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. It serves 2 primary functions in the photosynthesis. So the major function of chlorophyll is to absorb light and transform that light energy into chemical energy. There is more than one type of chlorophyll. Each type plays a different role and has a unique chemical structure. Note that providing soluble silicon to plants result in increased concentration of chlorophyll in leaf tissues, resulting in enhanced metabolism and increased use of available light energy. So, chlorophyll is a pigment that gives plants their green color, and it helps plants create their own food through photosynthesis. The question number 4. Discuss the difference between chlorophyll A and B. So chlorophyll A, it refers to the green pigment which helps in absorbing light and providing energy in the process of photosynthesis. It is present in algae, cyanobacteria, and all plants. Chlorophyll A is regarded as the most essential pigment for plants as it plays an important role in photosynthesis. It helps in the electron transport chain during photosynthesis. So, it reflects blue-green color, which brings out the green color in most plants. So, chlorophyll A has a chlorine ring, or it reduced a porphyrin ring. Here, a magnesium ion is surrounded by 4 nitrogen atoms. It also consists of some side chains and hydrocarbon trails. So, hence, we can say that the basic role of chlorophyll A is to absorb light from the orange, red, and violet blue colors of spectrum and transfer this energy to the reaction center. It then provides two electrons to the electron transport chain. It is the most important electron transport donor. Further, the organisms use the energy from the sun for the cellular processes. So, the chlorophyll B is a green pigment that helps in photosynthesis as it collects light energy and then passes it. The chlorophyll A is present in plants and green algae. The wavelengths responsible for violet and red colors are 455 nm and 642 respectively nm. It reflects a yellow-green color. The chlorophyll B is present in light-trapping antenna and photosystem. 680 pieces in most land plants. It has a similar structure to chlorophyll A. The only difference is that chlorophyll B has an aldehyde group in C7 position of the chlorine ring. Reduce porphyrin ring. Hence, we can say that the main role of chlorophyll B is to increase the absorption spectrum of organisms. This helps them to absorb more energy and basically helps organisms to convert more energy from the sun into chemical energy. Question number 5. Discuss the role of porphyrin ring in plants. So, porphyrin is a large ring molecule consisting of 4 pyrroles, which are smaller rings made from 4 carbons and 1 nitrogen. These pyrrole molecules are connected together through a series of single and double bonds, which forms the molecule into a large ring. So the technical name for 4 pyrroles connected together is a tetrapyrrole. The ring is flat in space, and the distribution of electrons is fairly equal around the circumference of the ring. For this reason, porphyrin is considered an aromatic compound. This means that a porphyrin molecule is very stable. The blue parts of the molecule represent the aromatic ring, which forms the base of all porphyrin molecules. The black molecules and bonds will eventually be substituted for complex side chains. These molecules will allow the cellular machinery to attach to and use to porphyrin. And porphyrins are also capable of absorbing certain wavelengths of light, especially when associated with different ions. So, it is because the porphyrin molecules are evolutionarily conserved. We see the same iron holding porphyrins in plants as we do in animals. So plants also use the electron transport change to produce ATP, and similar porphyrins are those in animals. However, plants have also mastered a different configuration of porphyrin molecule, which allows them to capture the energy in sunlight. Chlorophyll is a special molecule designed around a porphyrin base. In the image, the chlorophyll molecule has several unique side chains of the porphyrin molecule. It also has a really long side chain seen coming off the bottom. These side chains slightly change the shape and configuration of the base of porphyrin. So, to question number 6, describe how light is absorbed by the leaves. So, photosynthesis depends upon absorption of light by pigments in the leaves of plants. The most important of these is chlorophyll A and B also plays a role. So, the measured rate of photosynthesis as a function of absorbed wavelength correlates well with the absorption frequencies of chlorophyll A, but makes it evident that there are some other contributors to the absorption. The plot of the absorption spectra of the chlorophylls plus beta-carotene correlates well with the observed photosynthetic output. The measure of photochemical efficiency is made by measuring the amount of oxygen produced by leaves following exposure to various wavelengths. It is evident that only the red and blue ends of the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum are used by plants in photosynthesis. So the reflection and transmission of the middle of the spectrum, it gives the leaves their green visual color, and also plants are the only photosynthetic organisms to have leaves, and not all plants have leaves. A leaf may be viewed as a solar collector crowned full of photosynthetic cells. Then the raw materials of photosynthesis, water and carbon dioxide, enter the cells of the leaf. And the products of photosynthesis, sugar and oxygen, leave the leaf. So, the question number 7. What is the role of thylakoid and photosynthesis? The thylakoid is the structural unit of photosynthesis. Both photosynthetic prokaryotes and eukaryotes have these flattened sacs are visible containing photosynthetic chemicals. Only eukaryotes have chloroplast with a surrounding membrane. Thylakoids are stocked like pancakes in stocks known collectively as grana. The areas between grana are referred to as stroma, while mitochondrion has 2 membrane systems. The chloroplast has 3 forming compartments. So, that's all for today's video. Hope you like this video and thank you so much for watching.